What's happening, my beautiful people? My name is Dirty Mike, and today, my friends, we've got my FUT Champions Squad. I've still got a lot of games to play, but I wanted to drop this on YouTube. If you've got coins to spare, I believe this team is going to work out well. We're in the 4-3-3-4, which seems to be a good money formation. And if you enjoy the content, you like the FUT Champions hype, make sure to drop a thumbs up. Also in the comments down below, how do you feel this should work? Because 40 games in 2 days, that is so difficult to do every single weekend. I believe we should get an additional day, or it should be less games. I want to know what you think in the comments down below. Also, what are your thoughts on the squad? Give it a rating, a 1 through 10. What would you change? I'm always interested for feedback. But without further ado, let me get into some highlights. I am 8-1 currently in FUT Champions when I'm recording this video, but we're going to put a lot of work in, hopefully improve on that quite a bit. I hate to park the bus, people. I hate it! As we've got clips in the background, we're going to talk about the squad, give you a little bit more of some analysis. And in terms of instructions, I'll actually leave those down below in the comments, but my left wing, my right wing, stay forward. Get in behind. We're having the striker stay central or balanced. You don't have to mess around with Griezmann too much. Vidal doing his thing. Ben Arfa, please stay forward. And then Conte's in the squad to stay back, to break up plays. I was using Matuidi before, and it just wasn't clicking that well for me. I had a lot of issues with his positioning. And then defensively, the only instructions I'll have is my left back, my right back. Both of them stay back because I often commit a lot of bodies into my attack, which this year, that's dangerous. You got to be very careful when you're a heavy build-up player because the counter is real. But let's talk about the team a little bit. So we've got Petr Cech, one of the best goalkeepers in the game. I haven't decided where I'd rank him. I want to use Neuer for a little bit more. I need to experiment with Lloris, who I've always been kind of skeptical about. But I like Petr Cech. He's got good hands. He's not going to lose you games, or he shouldn't. And then center back-wise, ooh, Koscielny, Boateng. Like I said, not a cheap team, but that's a deadly, dangerous combo. I'm talking about it. Yes, sir. And then Bellerin, I was needing in this squad before because I had Matuidi to make everything come together chemistry-wise. Bellerin was important. Now, you could flip Kyle Walker, and if you wanted to do that trade, I wouldn't be mad if you decided that was the route you wanted to take. Let me know in the comments. Do you prefer Bellerin or do you prefer Kyle Walker? Maybe I'll even put a straw poll. Alaba, best left back in the game without a doubt. Vidal is incredible. Coman is incredible. You see that reaction? I just feel deeply inside. Coman's one of those players that's a top tier winger regardless of his rating, his price. He's just one of the best. I would rather have Coman than Royce, and that's a bold statement when you're looking at rating and you're looking at statistics, but yes, he is that good for me. Ben Arfa is another special player. If you have his one-to-watch card, unfortunately, I don't think he's going to get informs. He's getting a little bit chubby around the waistline. He's fallen out of favor, but we'll see. Maybe things will shift. Who knows? Conte, I actually packed that one-to-watch. Whether you have his normal card or you have his one-to-watch card, not going to change anything at this point. And what's important with Conte is that you're using him as a midfielder to roam the pitch a little bit. I don't like him as my singular defensive mid or my singular midfielder. He's going to be stuck by himself because of his size. It becomes an issue. He can run all day, but he's not going to win anything in the air. And he often pokes the ball away, but doesn't win possession. So he's good at slowing down a counterattack, but he doesn't have that Fellaini or that Matic feel where if they get in there, oh, yes, sir, we are starting a counter, or this play is going to be broken up, whether it's a foul or it's just a very heavy challenge, or even using those long legs for a slide tackle. They offer a little bit of a different feel when you're playing FIFA. And then up top, last week I was using Robin as my striker. This week I decided I wanted to go with Griezmann. I don't know if he's actually better than Robin. I have not came to a final conclusion. There's things that I like about Griezmann better. He does have a little more with both feet, but Robin's left foot is better than Griezmann's left foot. So it's something you've got to take into consideration. Martial is an incredible player, just one of those guys that's spectacular in this FIFA. Major upgrades, being a cover player. Highly recommend him. Don't worry about the lower chemistry in this. He's still my best right wing option, even as a left winger on 6chem. I believe he's on 6chem. And make sure to use chemistry styles. Last year I was once again a skeptic. I didn't believe in them. I thought it was a waste of coins. This year you could see changes. You could see differences. If you're playing a lot of FIFA, you'll notice when somebody has that overpowered player and he's got the right chemistry style and it's all clicking in that game, that dude is zooming or he's winning more 50-50s. He's just beating your back line, and you don't want to deal with that. So make sure to use chemistry styles. It's a good investment. A lot of them aren't that expensive. And in terms of how much of a boost you actually receive, now that's where we can have a big time debate. I'm not sure I believe in plus 10 here, and this is getting bumped there, and so forth and so on. But I do feel an increase. So that's my opinion. A lot of you guys asked me about chem styles, but if you enjoyed the content, make sure to drop the thumbs up, and I have a lot more coming for you guys ASAP. Let me know how you're doing FUT Champions. Get them records down below. But until